So sometimes unforeseen events happens. So broke down from this red line and straight down to the next one. And we were talking about how this was important actually. And how if we were to break down here, we're most likely going to see a rather quick dump here, but no one could of course expect that we were going to go all the way down here. How big is this drop so far? It is 55%, so it's actually very, very severe. I mean, that's usually what you see in a bull market sometimes, but it's on the, we are not usually seeing this like this quick. So if we go back a bit here to 2017 and we need to use this chart, let's actually try to make sense of this. So let's go to the daily candles and see how severe this dip was actually, or the dips in 2017, like in one daily candles here. So we had a couple of daily candles here. This one was 23%. We had a daily candle here. This one was 16%. Oh, people are trolling. A lot of salty people in the in the chat. Okay. So we had this one, 20%. So this was really severe. And then, you know, right here towards the peak, of course we had, but this was right. In hindsight, this is after the bull market, right? So what can we expect right now? Should you sell everything? Of course, nothing in this video is financial advice, as always. There's a couple of things we can note here. We have already had a very, very severe drop. So how likely is it that we are going to continue to go down here? Well, if we look at the RSI, you can see that we are right now already at oversold levels. So I am not expecting this to continue for much longer. I mean, it's just completely insane if it were to happen. So I don't think that that is going to happen. I think that the worst is probably over right now. And yeah, you can see that we are already having this bounce here. And of course, together with this, you're going to have a lot of FUD. So I wish I could make some people mods. Let's see here if I can mute some people. I really don't want to spend time on muting people, but you can just hide people. But if I see someone I recognize in the chat, let me know so that I can make you mods to yeah, just have some control over the chat. All right, guys. But you can already see that we have had a 18% rebound. So I think that the worst is over. I think that it's just very unlikely that we are going to continue, you know, free falling here. And how is it looking for something like Ethereum? Well, Ethereum went down all the way down here to $2,000, $2,019. So that was a very rapid, I mean, it crashed more than, this was actually pretty, yeah, about the same as Bitcoin actually. But then we have Cardano. Cardano is actually now finding support at the orange box. So yeah, I'm trying to like read the chat and everything. I guess I'm just going to take some time aside at the end of this live stream to try to answer your questions and everything, because right now it's hard to just read everything. So yeah, before we talk about what the Lux algo is telling, because some people are asking me about the Lux algo, I'm going to bring that on. But the traditional markets are selling off right now. So this is why you're seeing also the crypto markets crash, because traditional markets going down, there's fear about inflation, there's fear about all of these things. And look, we are going to see now, in a sharp sell-off like this in traditional markets, everything is going down. Look, even gold, I think is, okay, gold is actually going up a bit here on the daily chart, but I mean, in general, I mean, gold is not shooting up. Like all of this money in crypto and all of the money in the traditional markets, or in the stock markets are not going into gold. You can see that you're not seeing that massive spike in gold, but you're seeing gold have a little bit of a pump, so that's cool. And gold is obviously the hedge against inflation. And Bitcoin, now is the time for it to actually prove itself, because in the midst of a massive sell-off, of course, Bitcoin is also going to be sold off because it's still a risky asset. But over time, let's see now, if we are going to have massive inflation, over time, Bitcoin should be going up if the narrative is still there, right? If Bitcoin is going to be the hedge of inflation, if MicroStrategy is right about what they've been doing, if the whole narrative of Bitcoin is right, then we should be seeing a maybe slowly, but very distinct uprise in the Bitcoin price. So what else can we talk about? So who are the people selling right now? So 70% of the Bitcoin short-term holders are now at a loss. And so the majority of the people selling right now are actually the people who got in pretty recently. So I guess as Bitcoin is continuing to go down, people just want to get out at break even, want to get out at a slight loss or whatever. And that's fine. But this is very apparent here that the short-term holders, they are the people selling right now. Nothing wrong with that. But I hope that people have a clear strategy in mind, because when Bitcoin drops, when crypto drops, that is when the opportunity really is. So if you were hoping for Bitcoin in 2017 at $20,000, if you were hoping for Bitcoin to reach $40,000, just like I explained in which video was it? I believe this video. If you were hoping for it to reach $40,000 and make it 2x, it was way more profitable to wait for it to go down, and then maybe at $5,000 you buy, and instead of making a 2x from $20,000 to $40,000, you're making an 8x from $5,000 to $40,000. And this is why I always say that you should always have dry powder. You should always have some fiat stable coins to be able to buy the dips. Now, I understand if people do not want to buy this particular dip, because you never know if it is going to continue to go down. But for me personally, you can never know for sure where the absolute bottom is. So all you can do is kind of look at these levels and try to figure out where the price is most likely going to reverse. So for instance, we had this orange box right here. We went down, we got supported 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times on this orange box. And then if you had bought here, you are still able to get out at the profit right here. But then we went down again, it didn't hold. I mean, it held for, I don't know, 4 or 5 days. Then, another dump down to this level. Same thing here. This was holding 1, 2, 3, 4 times. Okay, red line was holding 4 times. You had the opportunity to buy and get out at the profit, but then big drop. Same thing here. Right now we have met this one time at $30,000. Are we going to test this again? Maybe. Is this going to be the bottom? Maybe. I mean, you never know. But from a risk to reward standpoint, even if you got stopped out on these previous, or not necessarily stopped out, just if you're holding Bitcoin, you're adding to your Bitcoin position here, you're adding to your Bitcoin position here. You still have those Bitcoin, but then you're loading up also here at $30,000, meaning that your average price is going to be, with all of these 3 buys considered, probably somewhere along here. Okay, so that's not, if you think about it, a $35,000 entry price for these positions are not really a bad price, considering people were foaming into Bitcoin at $65,000. So, it's all about perspective. And this can, if this were to go up then again to $60,000 or $64,000, you have made 100% here. Of course, if you're doing it on leverage, which I don't think that you should be doing too much leverage right now, actually. You should be very, very cautious with leverage right now. Of course, if you want to trade on leverage, I do have my links down in the description. You're able to get $2,000 on Femex, $2,000 on Bybit as well. So, of course, you're going to get this FUD. Big institutional investors are dumping Bitcoin, going back into gold. So this is just fear mongering. It's just, I don't know. you always have these articles. So I think a week ago they were very bullish, now very bearish apparently. Okay, so I guess that's pretty much the gist of what's going on. And by the way, the FUD from yesterday with China banning Bitcoin, it is old. I mean, Bitcoin has been banned in China since 2017. And yeah, it's the same thing with that Binance, that they were investigated by the CFTC. That is also old news. It was posted the first time in March, basically. And then you had the wick-off pattern, you had Elon Musk going out, and all of this, it all plays down into the hands of the whales. They just want to accumulate Bitcoin, guys. And they want to sell at the top. They want to spook the markets. They want to buy cheap. So I don't know. I'm just holding, guys. I'm holding. And yeah, this is the time for Bitcoin to prove itself. And I think that Bitcoin is still going to be the best performing asset in history, or in our lifetime, basically. So let's look at the altcoin market, because this is probably not going to be a pretty sight. So Telcoin is down. Let's do the last 7 days. Shiba is down 73%. EOS is down 65%. Telcoin 65%. SafeMoon 65%. VeChain. I mean, everything is down. These are huge numbers, guys. 65% in 7 days. Definitely huge numbers. So guys, if you want me to answer any questions or anything, let me know in the comment section. So I think I've got the gist of the whatever is going on out of the way right now. It's just fear in the markets, fears regarding inflation, what's going to happen with the traditional markets. Traditional markets are going down here. You can see already, I mean, traditional markets are now going up a bit, and I'm pretty sure that Bitcoin is also going up in this 1 hourly candle. So you have a green candle right here on Bitcoin, just like I have a green candle right here on traditional markets. Let's look at the Lux algo. So on the 4 hourly with the Lux algo, let me flip it on. Of course, the Lux algo is a tool I like to use. And as soon as we get a swing here or a shift in trends from the Lux algo, I'm going to tell you about that. But this told us that the market was about to flip bearish right here at $54,000. It's still not telling us that we are going to see a shift here. Now, Lux volatility, let me do this. So the Lux volatility is this indicator right here. So this is also indicating that we need to have a breather here. We cannot continue to go down without, the volatility is usually a good metric to keep track of like this. And what is the other thing I wanted to show you? I wanted to show the Lux oscillator. Can I flip it? It seems like I don't have it. So there we go, Lux oscillator. Because I wanted to see if we have some institutional activity. So it doesn't seem like we have too much institutional activity right here on the 4 hourly. If we go to the daily, no institutional activity there either. Okay. So let me take away this. Actually, it's too cluttered like that. Let's go back to the 4 hourly and let's look at Ethereum. Ethereum, the Lux algo is telling us that, let me see, let me load this. Okay, the Lux algo told us to get out here at $3,500. So yeah, that's what the Lux algo told us there. And then we have the Lux algo also on Cardano telling us being supported here on the orange box actually right now. So that's good for Cardano. It's taking some time to load. I think that everyone is, watching their charts right now on TradingView. See if this can load. If it doesn't load, I guess I will just have to tweet it out later. Yeah. Okay, doesn't seem like it wants to load. So now I'm going to look at, okay, there we go. So it also told us that we were going bearish here, right here on Cardano. And then you had this huge red candle. So the Lux algo, you do have a 20% discount not in this video, But if you watch some of my in any of these videos, I have the link for the Lux algo down, where is it? Right here. So let me now see, sell. Now I'm trying to see if there is any good questions you want me to answer. Let me know that in the chat right now, guys. And also smash the likes if you are appreciating me coming live to you guys. And one thing you can be sure of is that for as long as you are having this crazy volatility, I'm going to continue to watch the charts. I'm going to continue to let you know exactly what I'm doing and updating you on what I'm doing also. So you can expect that. Do we short? No, definitely not. I am not going to short at this point. You know, shorting right now is, look, we have already had the big drop. The big drop has already happened. So shorting, where you should have shorted is actually up here. So if you would have shorted up here at $54,000, you know, at this point, that's a completely different story. But now you've already had a drop. What happened to your trade? Got wrecked. Actually, my trade, I had the, let's see, this is on the hourly. So I got stopped here basically, and yeah, so didn't work out. Sometimes that happens, guys. But no one can look. What is this? This is just insanity. Who could expect this to happen? But this is what sometimes happens. This is crypto, and yeah, this is the lay of the land. What time frame? I cannot get into Coinbase for over 30 minutes. Yeah, I think that many exchanges right now are overloaded. Will it hit 18,000? Maybe, maybe not. Just, you know, I don't think that any point from now down to $18,000 is a bad idea to just dollar cost average in, actually. What's your opinion on Cardano dumping? My opinion is that the whole crypto market is dumping and the Bitcoin is dumping. So of course Cardano is also going to dump. Will it be bearish in 2025? 2025 is just too long. You know, you don't know what but I expect the Bitcoin price to be higher actually than we have probably made a new all-time high in 2025. I would be surprised if we have not already done that. Let's see, is the bull run over? No one knows for sure, guys. But if the bull run is over, remember, I made most of my money in a bear market. So if you stick around, if you just stick through the bear market, that is going to make you hard, and that is going to make you prepared for the next bull run if this was actually the top. But even if, so here's the thing, even if this was the top, look, if this was the top, we have already gone down by 54% or 55%. Now, how low can we realistically go from the top? Now, one thing to consider here also is that if you look at this top, or if this is the top, we have had a rounded top. Usually you do not see this. You see Bitcoin go up and then go down like it blew off top. Now we're having, if this is the top, a rounded top, which is very unusual. And this tells me that if this was the top, we are probably not going to have those insane, you know, 95% corrections. That is what I believe. Or maybe we are going to have like, I don't know, 65, 70. And in that case, we have already had the bulk of the correction has already happened. So at this point, just, you know, stick through it and, you know, continue to educate yourself, continue to learn trading, and you're going to be fine. That is what I believe. Let's say, did you buy more? So this is definitely a level I am buying more at, yes, to my hodl bag. Do you think we could see something similar, like a double top we saw in 2013 bull run? And yes, the answer is yes. I actually was anticipating a double top bull market. So what he is saying there is that in 2013, right here, you had a big pump in this parabolic phase of the market. You went down. How much did we go down in 2013? We went down by 80%. So that was pretty brutal. Down 80%, continued to go sideways, and then you had another 970% pump. So could we see something similar in 2021? I think so. And the question is only if this was the correction, like 32%, was that enough, and that this was the second peak, or is this correction right now the dump, and that we are going now to have another peak and then continue to go and then go into the bear phase of the market? What's your thought about China banning crypto? It has been banned since 2017. This is old news. This is just FUD. Michael Saylor has 111,000 Bitcoin. He just tweeted. Okay, that's cool. I wish I had that much. Let's see. Oh no. Buy the dips. Yeah, definitely. Okay, the chat is just too fast, man. Where's the best place, or which trading course do you recommend? So continue to watch my videos, and look, I am going to post more like tutorials and stuff. It's just the time, and it's just the time. But I guess Eric Crown has good tutorials, I guess. Check him out. Where can we find your portfolio? I am going to reveal that in a video in the future. Mining profits are so high right now. Okay, cool. Are you mining? Okay. I think that's it. Guys. We've been live for, I don't know how long we have been live actually. I guess 25 minutes. If there's nothing else, I think that I am going to wrap this up. But I am going to keep you updated whenever something happens. And later today, actually, I think I'm going to release a video on Elon Musk and how he plays into this whole thing, because I believe that there is more going on behind the scenes. And what was his motives? Because really, that is what kickstarted this really big dump right now. Elon Musk and all of the shenanigans. But that's it for this video, guys. I hope that you are enjoying the rest of your day.